Hey everyone, it's Graphic back with another video, and today we're actually going to be looking at one of the top teams in NA. This is going to be a top 16 team as they qualified in the second qualifier. We're actually going to be scrimming against them with my team myself, and like I said, I want to talk a little bit about how to actually play against some of these good teams and how you can actually utilize a lot of your different mechanics and some of the tips that I've given you over the last couple of videos. So again, a top 16 team here. I would say top 10, top 12 team realistically. So let's see how they play and how we actually go about playing against them. So again, this is a team that did very well in the last qualifier, so they're going to take it slow and try to play smart. Here I'm trying to guard 5. I could tell they were trying to go to him. So this is maybe one of the most unfortunate starts of the game. Juicy tries to challenge, and Bird picks it up in the goal and drops it right on in, walks it right in. So a very bad start, but that's fine. We're down 0-1. We got time left. Thankfully, 5 minutes left to try to make something happen. We go back to Friend here because we want to reset typically. Give Friend a chance to give it to me. I go to Smokeless. Smokeless goes right in with it. And that's a great start for us because that's how we like to play our games. Very aggressive, and we like to get a lot of shots off. So what you'll see here is a great little passing play to get us back in the mix, 1-1. And I picked this scrim specifically, or this game specifically, because it was a high-scoring game. So a lot of good action to come, so make sure to stay tuned for those many goals to come. So here we push up on 4, and what we like to do as well is play very aggressive. So we have one ball chaser basically up front. And thankfully, they didn't score there. Good save by Friend. Should be a little better defense, hopefully cutting that ball off, but it looks like it was right on target for the goalie anyway. I'm going to reset to Friend again because this is how it worked last time for us. We'd like to reset to Friend. We like to have Juicy and Friend kind of bounce it back and forth while everyone else is setting up. Here's a little lob pass, a bad pass by me. I put it right into the goalie's hands. I was trying to get it over to Smokeless, so just a bad pass. But I know I'm jumping around here with what I'm all saying. Bird's going to take that off a bad dribble. But what I was trying to really say here is we like to take it kind of slow on offense, but on defense, we like to kind of speed it up. So like I or Smoke here, you can see Smoke's going to be pressing the top 2 players. So the 2 players farthest away from the box. As everyone else is basically playing man. A really nice shot here, a decent pass as well, but a really nice shot. He actually puts that in the upper left corner, and we're already off to a 2-1 start, down 1 goal to start the game. So Juicy's kind of leading, or not leading, but a little behind there on 5, and 5 is going to take advantage. A lot of the time, Juicy likes to kind of bait the team, or not bait our team, but bait their team into throwing a deep pass, and then he grabs it. So just unfortunate, didn't work out for him there. I think at this point he said he's not going to do that as much here. So we'll see if that continues on for us or not. But here I tell him, to get me the ball in the corner as I'm wide open, but it's just a pass that kind of delays the offense there as we couldn't get a great touch. Friend's going to try to send it over to me. I'm going to be looking at Smokeless. He's kind of open, but not enough for where I can, go to him comfortably. So I'm probably going to reset this there, I assume, or maybe I'll try to dribble him. I actually don't know. So yeah, I'm going to try to dribble him instead because it was actually pretty open. Now we have kind of a 2v1 scenario. He's going to go to Bird. Bird's going to have an opening to Smokeless with a lob pass back to Bird, and they're going to kind of reset it back to me. So I'm fine with that. I'm going to try to get to Smoke. Smoke's going to get the ball. See if we can get something maybe to Bird. Bird goes for a shot right to him, unfortunately, but actually a pretty good possession. We had a lot of good passes, a lot of good opportunities, and I did like what we did there. I get a nice little slide tackle there to stop them from a nice 1v1 scenario, and you never want 1v1 scenarios. Obviously, you're letting your goalkeeper down if you give him those. Here I'm trying to get to this ball, just led way too far, so not a great pass. Friend's going to be able to scoop it up, though, pass it to Smoke. Smoke's going to get it to me right away, which is a great thing to do. If you guys aren't doing that, make sure to do that. Pass the ball right away when you get it. You don't always need to get a touch or a dribble in first. Here I'm going to reset because 5's all over me. I want to make sure we get the ball in a good possession. So Smoke going to try to lob pass to Bird, kind of misses it. Then I don't know what that second one was. Not a great pass there. Bird's going to get it across to me. I'm going to looking at Smoke here. I go to Bird instead because he's wide open right at the top of the box, and it works really well. Infield passing is so strong if you're comfortable doing it. A lot of people more comfortable just doing bomb passes constantly, but it's much easier to block over time. So a good little infield pass into Bird, and Bird's going to be able to put it in the bottom right corner. So a really good shot there. 2 minutes, 42 seconds left, 2-2. A lot of game left, I'll tell you that right now. So let's see what happens here. I'm pushing up on 3, and I'm actually going to be basically taking Smoke's role here of just kind of pushing and threatening the goalie as well as the top 2 at the front. So again, you don't want to give them unlimited time because then they get comfortable, and the goalkeeper can get a nice pass in potentially to the box or, set up a play that they want to do. We don't want to give them that opportunity to set anything up. So that's exactly what we're trying to do here. Nice little jump by Bird, passed from Juicy. I'm going to set that back over to Friend. And I thought Friend could get there a little closer, but he did get there still, so it's all good. Smoke's going to have a chance to go one-on-one. Hoping he passes it over, but he is trying to do something, and it's so close. And guess what? They own goal. So it's crazy to see 2 own goals already at this elo, or this high of a tier. You don't see that many own goals, but there he had nothing really he could do. Obviously, he could send it above the goal if he was really going to punt it, but we'll take what we can get. We put pressure on him, and that's usually when people make mistakes. You put pressure on him. So Friend had a little misplay there. He tried to just get the ball out, and it comes right back at him. Thankfully, he's able to save his net. That's one thing you'll do if you send the ball to your goalie and they have nowhere to go. They only have a couple seconds. Definitely if they get a bad animation, they don't have much time at all to do anything with the ball, so you got to be there to help them out. Smoke's there trying to cut off the goalie, and that's something you want to do at higher ranks as well. If you are playing up and aggressive, you want to try to cut off that line to the goalie so they cannot get a free reset. Here, I'm trying to guard the box. A lot of pressure in the box is how a lot of teams score. So I'm trying to get in front of one as well while keeping my character in the line of the box. So here we have Juicy across. I'm going to go to Juicy. 4 is going to cut that off. It's a really bad pass, honestly. I'm going to try to play box again here. But yeah, they're just doing solo shots, which is not really the way to score. Definitely not on Friend. Friend's a really good goalkeeper, so they're not going to get much of an opportunity there. Friend's going to come up and try to get that ball. It's a little awkward right now, and they actually score off of it. So if you could hear the comms here, and I don't have the comms playing for a couple different reasons, but there's some yelling potentially, and other things being said in there. Not negative yelling, but just some positive some positive yelling and comic stuff being said. So, but you can see there was a lot of panic. There really is not much to talk about there. It just needs better communication, better understanding of what we're doing. I'm going to go back to Friend and reset. We have 3-3 here, so a very high-scoring game already for, again, high-ranked or high bad pass there. Bird's going to get it back to me. I'm going to go back to Juicy. But for a high elo game, this is a very high-scoring game, 3-3. Usually you see 2-1 or 1-0 at most. So very, very cool to see 6 goals, 2 of them being own goals by each team. So it's fairly even right now. They're going to send one across trying to get it to the box to 1, but we have good defense. They're going to have to try to force too far. It doesn't work for him. Bird's going to have a bad pass there, but he's going to try to get back on defense. Juicy's going to be pressuring 1. Smokeless going to come in for the double team. Number 4 is going to have the ball back, send it across. Friend's not going to be able to get that one, so we're going to try to help him here. Gets a little awkward. I'm trying to get him to roll on top of me or slide on top of me. Doesn't work out how we wanted to, but we do get the ball back. So we got to clean that up for sure. That's something that's happened multiple times now. Smoke's going to wait till he gets double teamed to pass, which isn't ideal, but I am going to be able to get to this ball, so we have a 2v1 scenario. I'm going to try to get it over to Smoke with a little rainbow into a lob pass. I'm going to be calling for the ball here, but Smoke's not going to be able to get it across, I don't believe. Kind of forces it there at the end, but Bird's going to be able to slide that back to Juicy, and we're going to get possession back again. So 3-3, 25 seconds left. Going back to Friend, resetting with the goal keep, and I'm going to try to play box here since Smoke is not here. Usually plays box, but he's on the side right now or on the wing. I get a ball here, get an opportunity to score. I do send it off the side. I could tell based on the angle that I wasn't going to be able to make that no matter where I really put it. So I was trying to give us an opportunity to maybe get a putback, but Smoke was still on the wing. So really a bad play by me. I probably should have either sent it across to Smoke or even just sent it against a wall to myself, a little closer to myself. So got to get better at those scenarios, but a good block by Bird and Juicy there to get recovery on that ball. Bird's going to send it to me as they're watching the goalkeeper line quite a bit like we are. So we got to continue to watch out and not send it back to the goalie when he's guarded. I'm going to call the line to Smoke, make sure he knows I'm right there for him. Then we're just going to reset back to Bird. Bird's going to send it into Smoke. Smoke's going to be covered a little bit too much for that to work out. Juicy's going to get the ball here, but he needs to get that out of there. Unfortunately, they're going to get possession of the ball. 1:25 left, and they are on offense. Here we go again. We're back on the pressure, making sure that they don't get to set up any plays. Bird misses there with a slide. Unfortunately, he's definitely not trying to slide there, I believe, but he did end up sliding. So that's one thing you'll have to kind of notice as well is Friends saving a lot of good goals here. I'm making a cut here, trying to get in front of the goalie, and we do get the goalie, and we actually get a nice little goal. So we get the cutoff on the goalkeeper, and then we do a nice little dodge into a pass shot, and it slides right in because the guy in the goal or in the net does not have gloves. So a huge opportunity for us, and I take advantage, and we win that game 4-3. And it's actually, like I said, a pretty good team, a top 12 team NA. So it's nice to have some good scrims against good players, and it also went pretty well. I think we went 3-3 in that series, maybe like a best of 6. I don't know if we did a best of 7 or best of 5. So it was a good series either way. A lot of back and forth, winning both directions, and I think this is, like I said, some of the best really content out there is what Rematch Esports may be in the future. So I'm excited to see how Rematch goes about, or Slowcap goes about, Rematch Esports, and hopefully continues to push this game farther. And I'm excited to see what teams come up with. Man, there's a lot of good ways to attack the goal. There's a lot of good ways to defend the goal, and I think there's going to be a lot of unique ways to do it. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on. Comment below if you guys like this format of actually seeing in-game scrims. We may do some future ones as well. Thank you guys again. I'll see you all in the next one.